It sucks out there today. The tech stocks are crap, which has caused the Dow to go down at 452 points as I speak right now. Bitcoin is down below 5,000, and even in the OTC, volume has dried up considerably. What can you do about it? What are some things that you should probably avoid doing this week or during this bearish time in the market? We're going to discuss it right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad, and I find success in trading over-the-counter stocks. Now, it might be a little bit more risky, or it might be a little out of the box when it comes to trading traditionally in these bigger board stocks such as Apple and Netflix and all this other stuff, but the OTC is full of volatility. And when volatility means opportunity, in my opinion, I think it's just my personal preference that I enjoy the craziness, the chaotic world that is over-the-counter stocks. And so if you're interested in learning about how to trade these crazy stocks and see runs of thousands of % or more, check out my free community. It's WeTradeHQ.com. The links will be in the description below for you. And you know, it's free to join. You can learn with like-minded individuals within our group, or you can take my comprehensive course that is also available for you at WeTradeHQ. So, the market's terrible today, okay? It's terrible all over the place. It doesn't matter what you're trading, everything is just red. It's awful. And so there's some things that you probably should want to consider when trading in this type of market. Money can be made anywhere, right? So there's a few ways to look at this. I just chose not to trade at all today. It just looked awful. You know, and as far as the OTC was concerned, there was no volume anywhere. And I just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna force anything. I'm just gonna let it all sit. I'm going to just not worry about what goes on today. And that is probably one of the most important things to understand, or important things to do, is just not to force trades. We've gone over this before, but everybody needs a good refresher on that. The other thing that you may want to consider if you're looking to possibly make a trade is to maybe take an opportunity to add to maybe a position that you're in, or maybe make an entry on a position that you were trying to get into at a certain level and just haven't been able to do it at this point. And then maybe now with this really ridiculously bearish market that we're in, lends you the opportunity to capitalize on maybe some of the fear that others have imposed on the market because of everything that's going on all around. Really, it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in quite some time. And from an OTC standpoint, so what do I do when I'm trading over-the-counter stocks that I try to avoid when volume has dried up considerably? Are there particular stocks to stay away from? And for me personally, I prefer staying away from those higher float, bigger share structures that require lots of volume to get the price moving. These typically fall into the 000 range. What I mean by that is anything that's traded in 0001 to 0009 range usually typically comes along with some larger share structures, and when that takes place, you need a lot of buying power to move that. When the overall market doesn't see any real volume, then that means that it's going to take a ton of work to try to move that stock if you're looking to buy into something that is that low. So make sure you're looking at that share structure, because if it is large, if the float is very high, and I'm talking, you know, 800-900 million, even into the billion range, I would try to look and make sure that you're really sure about the value of that stock before getting in, because it's going to take a lot of buying power to move it. And when there are not a lot of buyers out there, you could get stuck in something like that for an undisclosed amount of time. So be cognizant of that. You know, again, it's just how I, you know, carry myself when a market is like this. And look, I think it's probably going to turn around. It's Thanksgiving week. Don't harp on it too much. I have confidence that this is going to turn around probably next week when, you know, people start getting out there and buying gifts for Christmas and this, that, and the other. And so for me, it's just kind of like, all right, not even going to look at it. I'm not going to let my emotions get to me just because the market is doing crappy. I'm just going to stick to my guns, stick to my plan like always, and I think that I'll come out okay. So with that, guys, I hope this helped. Everybody needs a little pep talk every now and then, especially when there's a day like this where it just feels like nothing's going your way. And, you know, just don't fall into that trap of just the emotion of just, you know, there's that fear of missing out, and there's also that fear of losing. And so take advantage of all the noise and all of the red that's out there, and I think that you'll come out on top if you do. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And also, please check out our free community. It's called WeTradeHQ.com. We have over 2,500 members worldwide, a part of it already, and absolutely crushing it in this market. So with that, guys, thank you so much for joining today. And as always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out.